Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Day Trade with Tony. It is the channel that specializes in day trading the stock market. So equities, shares, stocks and shares. It's not trading options. We're not trading crypto or Forex or other instruments. It is purely equities, so stocks and shares. Now, we set ourselves a goal last year of having a seven-figure net year. What that meant was that we were looking to make $1 million after transaction fees and charges and everything else. So a net number in terms of net profit. And we managed to do that on the last day that we traded in December. So this year, we've come into January and we're looking for a 1.2 million net, or 1.5 gross. Those are the targets that I'm looking at. So 1.5 million year gross, which should, all things being equal, give us a 1.2 million net. So after fees and charges, etc., we'll have 1.2 million. That's the goal this year. So it's an approximately 20% increase on last year's goal. So instead of looking at an average of $5,000 a day, we're looking for $6,000 a day on average. That's spread across the year. That doesn't have to be every day. Some days are going to be more, some days are going to be less, some days we're going to lose, some days we're going to have really big gains. We always have red days as well. Some days we just don't trade. So we're talking about an average in terms of the average trading day. If we're looking at spreading that across the year, we're looking for $6,000 per day. Today we've had a really good day. We had a bad day yesterday. We actually lost $9,000, well, almost $9,000 gross yesterday. So the last Monday, we had a big red day. We lost $24,000. And then we followed it up the very next day, Tuesday, with a $28,000 profit day. Fantastic. To recover a huge drawdown in one day was, nothing short of miraculous. Now, we followed that up on Friday with a $48,000 day on Friday. So trading Lucid. And if you've not watched that trade, go back and watch the trade recap from Friday. Lucid, it went up almost 100% on the day. And yeah, so huge amounts on Friday. But we came into this week, started this week with a drawdown. And then we've had a good green day today, and like we did last week, we've recovered the drawdown in a single day. So we had just under $9,000 down yesterday, and we've recovered the drawdown today. So what does that mean? Well, what am I talking about? Well, we traded one stock today in particular, and I'll show you the trades. I'll tag it on the back of here as well, so you can actually watch it almost in real time. I'll edit it for time keeping, but to try and make it as exciting and as short as possible. But we've had a $20,000 day today. Almost $18,000 of that was motorsport gaming. It moved up over 900%, almost 950% on the day. I don't think I've traded a stock, well, certainly not one that's a liquid stock. I mean, you take away the likes of HKD and Huadi and the likes that have moved up without very much volume. Microfloat stock, motorsports gaming, it was less than half a million shares in the flow. It traded almost 50 million shares were traded today. It's not even a million shares in the flow, but 50 million shares traded today. So phenomenal volume. It normally trades 130,000 shares a day. So phenomenal volume. The volatility was huge. It moved up immensely. And we got on the back of it. We missed a few. In fact, quite frankly, I was because I'd had the big drawdown yesterday, and it was the last trading day of the month. I wanted to get green, and once I got to goal, $6,000, I could have just quit. And funnily enough, I was streaming live on the live show in the morning, and one of the guys said, "Look, stop, get out. You've got to green, you've got to gold, get out. My mantra is get green, stay green, get to gold, get out. Now, when you see something that's moving, you don't look for new trades to take once you're over gold, but this moved up so well that I looked for another entry, and I got to kind of $17,000. And I thought, well, I think it was about $15,000, and I took another trade after that, but got to just shy of $18,000. I thought, okay, that's it. And then Novellis started to move, and I traded Novellis on the small account. And once I got over goal on the small account, I thought, okay, this is still moving, and I traded it on the large account again and got over $2,000 on the large account as well. So it finished $20,000 up. So I'll talk you through the trades, and then you can actually watch the motorsport trade in close to real time right after this trade recap. So we started off with motorsport. Actually, I think we started off with Cavana. So we started off with Cavana, and this started to make a move up. I think it was Alex that called it out in the Day Trade with Tony Discord, and as it popped up, it broke $11. So I'm looking for the pullback, and I get in on this candle here as it makes new highs. We're able to. It did pop up, and as it pulled back, I thought, okay, I'm going to add as it moves back up, and I ended up getting just basically doubling my size at the same price. It did then move up, took some profits along the way, and I was able to kind of get some profits up here. I did take another position up here, and then it pulled back, and I got out. So we finished Cavana. We were about just under $500 up with Cavana. We didn't trade Cavana any further that day. We then traded Motorsport, the big mover on the day. So this was moving up very, very nice, and we actually got in to start off with on this big move up. We got in here, took profits, and then as it started to break lows, we got out here. What we did see is that we got this downwards channel, a parallel channel all the way down, and this went all the way down into the open as well. When it actually did break out, it broke out huge. Not as much as it was going to break out later, but I'll come to that in just a second. So funnily enough, we actually went red with this one to start off with. This moved up here, and then when we got this breakout here, we pull back to the VWAP bounce. Then we make new highs here. As we start to make new highs, I entered for the break of new highs, and it pulled back, and we ended up losing what we'd made here, and then some besides, and we were at $3,000 down in total. We then traded Lucid. We lost on Lucid actually. So Lucid, we traded this at the open. We had this pullback, and Lucid's what we made over $40,000 on Lucid on last Friday. So we were looking for a bit more volatility. We're looking for a continuation with Lucid, and it didn't happen. But we got this move up. We broke the VWAP, moved up nicely into a halt. We entered it at the highs. As we got in, it pulled back. So we got stopped out here. As we broke new lows, we got out of the position, and we actually lost $700 on Lucid. So not ideal. That's when we traded Motorsport again and lost. Then we traded Genius. So Genius, we made $400 on to start off with. And it was on this move up here. So we got in here, got the pullback, and then as we broke new highs, we were able to get in, take some profits. As it pulled back again, we added to the position, and then it moved, bounced at the VWAP, and it moved up, and we took some profits up here. It struggled to get over 585. 585 was a key level for Lucid today, but it struggled to get over that, and we didn't trade that any further. So again, another one just under $500 in profit, but it's green, and any green is good green. At this stage, we're down. We're about $3,000 down overall because of the motorsport games trade. So coming back here, the motorsport games that we'd been trading, and then we saw it start to make a move up. It then broke above the VWAP. We got in for the break of the VWAP here, pull back, VWAP bounce, we get in, ride that up, take some profits, add back, take some profits, we're pulling back, add back again, and just ride this. And this is, I'll be able to show you this trade in its entirety, and then it just into a halt, gap up, into another halt, pull back, and when it continues, as it breaks new highs here, we get back in, into another halt, take some profits, and then that was the kind of last time we traded. It did go all the way up to $27, so we missed a whole $10 move. Well, say $10, $8.5, $9 move. But I was already over the goal by that stage. We did. I think we took a little bit extra later in the day, as it did start to make another move up. We got in for this move up here. It didn't. Once it got over $23, it didn't threaten to do anything else. So we actually got out as it broke new lows, and I'm glad we did, because look at the volatility of this. Look how much it flushed down. It went from 23.25 down to below $19. So that's over a $4 flush in that 4 minutes, and it wasn't even halted. It wasn't even a volatility halt. So I'm glad I wasn't trading it there. But what I did trade was Novelis, and Novelis was the last thing we traded. As you can see here, there was pretty much no volatility at all, and then it all just came in. So I was trading this one with the small account, and I was able to then, once finished trading it with the small account, get in with the large account, and we managed to get another $2,000 on Novelis. So that's essentially it. A $20,000 day, 20,300. So what a great day's trading, and as you can imagine, I'm now celebrating. Why? You've had $20,000 days before. In fact, yeah, let's have a quick reminder. So this is actually the fifth day this month where I've had $20,000 in gains. So our first $20,000 plus day was on the 11th. We did $42,000. Then we had another $20,000 day on the Friday. Last week we had two 20,000 plus days. We had 28,000 on the Tuesday, and then the biggest day of the month. Biggest day of the year so far was 48,000 on Friday, and we've had another $20,000 day today. So really, really big days. Quite a few really big days. No, they're not common. Maybe the volatility is coming back. Maybe the market's hotting up again, and if it is, I welcome it with open arms. I really will, because I can think. Now I'm a better trader. Go back to 2020, 2021. I'd have been the trader I am now. I made a lot more money. I made over $1 million in a bear market last year. So heaven knows if we're coming out of that, what this year has got in store with me. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm going to stick to my goals. I'm going to stick to the task at hand. But what I can say is we've started this year off better than we've started better than we have had any month at all. So let's just have a look at the reports, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So for the very first time in my trading career so far, we broke the $170,000 barrier. So my biggest trade month to date was August last year. I did 168,800, and we've not just beaten it, we've smashed it. And funnily enough, I had 3 days over 3 days. I had 3 months last year over $150,000, $160,000. So that was June, July, and August. I had 3 fantastic months in a row, which is good because May was an absolutely atrocious month. We actually lost money in May. But we've now had $175,000 this month. We're averaging, so remember at the beginning of the recap, I said we need to be averaging $6,000. We're more than 50% higher than that at the moment throughout the course of January. Our average daily gain, stroke loss or whatever, is 9,200. So we're way ahead of goal. Way ahead of goal. We should be looking at 120,000. By the end of today, we were hoping to have $120,000 in gross profits at the end of January, which is the end of today. So to have had as a result of the $20,000 day I've had today, to have had the best trading month in my career so far, it makes me excited to see what we can do for the rest of the year. It gives us a good $50,000 cushion going into February. So if we can, well, not if, but if we can hit goal in February, we'll be able to keep taking that cushion forward. So what we're looking for is continued gains. Tomorrow we're looking for another $6,000, but a phenomenal day. Just to take me to the best trading month of my career so far, best trading month I've ever had. It really excites me to think of what potentially I could be doing later this year if the markets continue to hot up. We've had some lulls this month as well. We've had some quiet days, but we've had some really big days as well. In fact, the last couple of months we've had some really big days where we've had one or two, IPOs or SPAC mergers, or like today, a stock just goes mental and goes parabolic. Those parabolic movers, go back to 2020, 2021, we used to be getting a parabolic mover, maybe 2 a week, we'll go parabolic. Now we would like maybe 1 a month. And we've seen that this month we're getting 1 a week, at least 1 a week. So yeah, long may that continue. And we'll continue to, I'll continue to stream my trading live. I hope you enjoy the replay. For those of you that were on the live session earlier and enjoyed watching it live, I appreciate you, and thank you for keeping me company and joining me every day. We do it again tomorrow, an hour before the market opens. I've got used to saying 90 minutes, but we've moved forward 30 minutes, so it's an hour before the market opens. We trade the first 90 minutes of the regular session now, so it's still 2.5 hours. The morning live stream. So we start at 8:30 a.m., which is market time, New York or East Coast, which is 1:30 p.m. where I'm based. Same in the UK. Come join me tomorrow. We do it all over again. And if you want to join the Day Trade with Tony community, check the links in the description. Subscribe or become a member of this channel, and I'll be happy to welcome you into the community. So in the meantime, enjoy the replay and enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. I'm hoping that I won't have to wait till Power Hour, Faz. To be honest, I'm thinking this might be an 11 o'clock. So it took till 11 o'clock to get a decent move yesterday. So let's see. Oh, good Lord, I'm missing it. Let's pull back to the VWAP. VWAP bounce maybe. Take a position there. Add to the position for the break of 8.12. Rebreak of $8. Takes half. Take the rest off. Re-enter for the break of 8.30, which is the opening range high. got in at 840. Filled at 840. That's 10 cents missed. Oh well. Let's see. Can we break the pre-market high, which is 854? $840 is this candle's high. This is a pullback. Yeah, I'll give that a check in a moment, Tony. Over 830, and I think we could be good again. A bit more volume. Take some off there. Nice little pot. Add it back. Looking for $9 here. Alt at 9.58, so we're way off that. There we go, we're green on the day. $0.20 trailing stop. I think with a 43-cent, yeah, that's, I was going to say that's way too, I didn't look at the ATR before I put that stop in place, so, look, we're 2,000 up on the day, so from being, what is it, 3,000 down to 2,000 up, well, that's a good turnaround, 5,000 swing in my favour. Now, look for up and move back up. Back in. 916, we want 950. Healthy pullback. 1009 is the halt up, so we don't have to worry about that for a little while. Added to that at 917 for 925. Good volatility on this. The spreads are getting a bit rangy, but 7-8 cents on the spreads. I really want it to hold the whole dollar. Let's see if we can get back over the whole dollar. Into 10,000 shares here. $9.15 on the ask, 17 on 25, 30, 30, that's 30 on the ask, 30, 40, 50, take some off, the, oh, not, partial fill, oh, got the rest there. Struggling up here at $0.25, half dollar, $9.25, $9.50. That's struggling a little bit. Just gonna reduce my exposure there a little bit. Put a 20-cent stop there, just under $9. I'm risking 500 bucks. Yeah, well, that's good. That's a good bullish catalyst there, Clatu. I've got my safety net on this 2,500 shares. So if it pulls to the whole dollar, that's fine. I can look for a flag breakout anyway for a re-entry, or if it breaks out, I'm already in it at a lower price. So yeah, that's one of the advantages of Dash Trader, Daryl. It really is. So we've got stopped out there, and I lost actually. I got that was terrible slippage on that. Any highs? Any new highs? $0.05 spreads. I'm in at 25. I'm in at the $0.25. Psychological level. Quite a lot of people will be buying in for the break of that. You might see an influx in an increase in volume, one way or the other. Yeah, Teslas are currently 168 plus change. It's pretty much a very similar action to the wider market. It's above the VWAP. It's up on the day. $0.36 ATR right now in terms of volatility as the moves. Spreads are 6 cents. And you've got to take all of that into account. What's the volatility? What's the range that I can get on a particular move? What's the volatility like? What's the spreads like? Does the range cover the spreads? If you've got big spreads, you need big range to cover it. And I wouldn't say these are big spreads. They're like 6-7 cents at the minute. But you still need big, nice range. So there we go. Caught between the spreads for a moment there. Looking for the move up. Continued move up. I get filled up there, yeah. A 30-cent trailing stop for this 2,500. Already got 35 cents on this already. Oh, that's nice. Big move. 10.20. Alright, let's see if we can hold over 10. I can add to the position. I'm not getting stopped, not getting filled. Dang. I'll leave it there. Might get filled. There we go. Got filled. Sometimes it'd be like that. So we're up to $4,500 on the day. Can we get to goal? Yes, we can. Right, this is nice. Just got stopped out. We're over goal, 6,500. That's nice. We like that. We do like that. So we're over goal, 6,500 on the day. 6,200 on MSGM after being $3,000 down on it. So that's a $9,000 swing in my favour. Gotta love it when it happens. You gotta love it when it happens. I don't think this is done yet. Wait for the pullback. Cheers, Dan. I've got half an hour's trading left yet. So for those who are on TikTok, Dan in YouTube in block capitals shouting at me to walk away. He's saying, you get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. Reminding me of my, because I got to 6,000 up yesterday and I went and gave it all back plus change yesterday. So cheers, Dan, I appreciate that, mate. Breaking new highs. I'm going to put another trailing stop in place there. 2,500 shares. I'm over goal, and I've got a 30 cent trailing stop on this. If it breaks 12, I'm going to add to the position and put another trailing stop in place. There we go. This is nice. That's the halt level, actually. Halt's halt. Halt. There we go. Take some off. 9,000. Happy days. The rest is all gravy. 13,000. Nice day. I'm done. How are you doing? That's a nice trade, if I do say so. It's not done yet. This could go mental. $15,000. I just managed to scalp that. And I was missed the pop. Bang! That was a nice little pop. What's the halt level? 336, 1636. I get that filled yet, so back at it. There we go. Got to stop that out as it pulled back. So back down to 13. Still a very good trade. Let that pull back. What's these? 1769. I'm in. Volatility here is huge. There's the halt. Halt's halt. We halted again. Not quite yet. Still a few going through. Okay, we're halted now. Okay, so we just managed to get in there. Took me a while to get filled. 10 seconds. There's my stop. Stop time. Okay. Well, we're 16,000 up. That'll do me. Let's move over to the small account.